Today's episode is sponsored by Audible. Start listening with a 30-day Audible trial, and your first audiobook plus 2 Audible originals are free. Visit audible.com/InsideGaming or text Inside Gaming to 500-500.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Tuesday. Hey, how's it going?
It's all right. How you doing?
I was asking them, but that's fine.
Oh, I thought we were just being polite. Okay.
Epic Games is making some big changes to Fortnite in the way matchmaking is done, and they're also adding a brand new feature.
Yay! New Fortnite features! In a blog post yesterday, they announced that they're tweaking the way players are matched up in Battle Royale games to put people of equal skill levels together, otherwise known as matchmaking.
Epic said that in the upcoming 10.40 update, they're adding, quote, improved matchmaking logic to Battle Royale core modes to create fairer matches.
Not just fairer matches, fairer matches.
Wouldn't it be more fair? I don't know how the English works on that. Brian, you're a writer.
I think fair, yeah, I think it is. I don't know. I just write the stuff. I don't understand it.
I get it. It's like saying ATM machine. Technically it's wrong, but we say it.
Yeah, that means that you will be more likely to match with players of similar skill, and as you get better, so should your opponents.
Oh, okay. This change was needed, according to Epic, because over the last 2 years, the range of player skill has grown considerably. Tell us more, Brian.
Yeah, Epic says they're going to slowly roll this out to all regions across Battle Royale core modes as they test it. They're going to monitor how it performs. Now, we don't know exactly when the 10.40 update is going to release. Some people think that it's going to arrive later this week, so sooner rather than later.
What else do those people think is going to happen, though?
That noobs are going to be matched up with noobs and ninjas are going to be matched up with ninjas, I think.
The correct answer was the Rapture.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's where Jesus comes back and tells you you've been bad.
Kirk Cameron told me this was going to happen.
And it's worth noting that something similar already exists in events like Arena, where players are paired with others who have the same amount of hype points.
Hype points?
This sounds made up, it's not, which is what you earn for things like finishing in the top 5.
But that's not all. In the next season, season 11, they'll be adding bots.
I love robots.
Oh, we all love a good robot. They said that the bots will behave similarly to normal players, like bots do, and will help provide a better path for players to grow in skill.
So there's gonna be a child out there with an existential crisis when he finds out his best friend Tim is a robot the whole time.
That's gonna be like the equivalent of like when you're a child and nobody shows up to your birthday, you like join the Battle Royale match and all 99 other people are bots.
Why didn't you come to my birthday party? I live in a server.
Timmy couldn't find 99 friends to play with.
So they say that these bots will work alongside the new matchmaking system so that as you get better, you'll see fewer bots and they won't be in competitive playlists. So the better you get, the less fake friends you will have.
Now, bots aren't a new idea. PUBG Mobile uses them to fill out the 100-player matches, and they're also in really popular games like Team Fortress 2.
Are we calling that popular? I mean,
Once
popular. Depends on what year it is. Is the orange box still relevant? I don't know. I mean, sure, people are playing it and they love it. It's fine.
Yeah, other competitive games, excuse me. Yeah, other competitive games like League of Legends give you the choice to play against AI opponents. It's a good option if you're new to the game and you're just learning the ropes and you don't want to deal with other League of Legends players. That's always fun. Bots aren't going to yell at you for sucking. It's like training wheels. You get to try it out, get the mechanics down, you know, see if you like it, and then eventually you get better and you can play real human beings and not your imaginary friends.
Previously, the only way to get better at Fortnite was to immediately jump in and compete against other live opponents, which can be a little intimidating.
Yeah, that's fine. As the years have gone by, lots of players have gotten more and more skilled, which might make some newcomers hesitant to try it out for the first time.
Yeah, but if you spend all that time queuing up, jumping out of a bus only to get no-scoped in the first 5 seconds, life can be hard for little Jim Jim. It's hard out there. We don't have AOL chat rooms anymore.
You just sit there with this little crooked sideways birthday hat and you play it alone. Yeah, there's all kinds of videos online of people showing themselves farming noobs in Fortnite, and while it's fun to watch, it's not so fun to be one of those noobs.
Are we using the term noobs in 2019?
Sorry, that's me. I still consider that like cutting edge slang.
We'll call them nubile.
That's so much worse.
That's what noob is short for, nubile.
Let's call them voluptuous.
Fresh. Ugh. So this is a change in philosophy for Epic, which has previously said that the game was designed for players of all different skill levels to compete with each other.
Yeah, but clearly at this point they've decided that lower skilled or nubile players need some onboarding processes to get familiar with the mechanics of the game before getting thrown into the lion pit with the better players.
Yeah, as for the competitive community in Fortnite, a lot of them seem to be receptive to the idea. Really, Brian? You're okay with this? Top Twitch Fortnite player Brian Gard?
Kings like myself are all for it. One player on the subreddit, Mooing Death PhD, wrote in all caps, "This means that they're actually trying to let the kiddos get the hang of the game in a safe environment instead of giving them overpowered stuff like the mech." He added, "Next season finna be lit, I'm calling it."
Man.
Whatever that means.
I'm not gonna...
Fixing to be lit.
Oh, got it.
If you had been to a Billie Eilish concert once in your life, you could understand this nonsense.
You're the bad guy.
Although there's already some concern that some experienced players will smurf, aka start a new character, so they can get matched up with a bunch of nubile children and gleefully massacre them as they play on their little smartphones. One post on the Fortnite competitive subreddit actually asked veterans to avoid doing this, saying, quote, "If the bad players are overrun by smurfs, that will ruin everything, so it's up to the community to keep it clean." Wow, good on you, Fortnite community.
Little Timmy sitting there with his no friends and his sideways birthday hat, and then an army of smurfs just runs in and just steamrolls him. He can't do anything right.
Do kids even know what smurfs are?
Yeah, they remade them in CGI.
That's good. Okay, good.
Why does Epic want to attract a bunch of nubiles and casuals? Well, it might be because Fortnite isn't really doing as hot as it used to.
Is that true? Is that a hot take, Brian?
It's a lukewarm take. We're almost at the game's 2-year anniversary. The Battle Royale mode released on September 26th of 2017 as a companion, you might remember, to the survival game, but the Battle Royale mode quickly became a phenomenon. It was later renamed to be simply Fortnite. Kind of what we know as Fortnite now was Battle Royale back in the day.
While there were other Battle Royale games before it, Fortnite was free to play, and its cartoonish style attracted a wider audience, like the Russo brothers and Thanos, compared to the more realistic looking and gritty Battle Royale games like PUBG.
Fortnite gathered more than 10 million players just 2 weeks after it released, and it was also compared to games like World of Warcraft and Minecraft as being a rare crossover hit, attracting people who don't normally play video games.
And good on them for not having craft in their title. Wait.
Fortcraft.
That exists somewhere on the Google Play Store, I guarantee it. Fortnite. So Fortnite also made $3 billion last year. It has nearly 250 million players, which is more than the entire population of Brazil, which is slowly losing its rainforest, and is one of the most played games in the world.
Yeah, it's had an amazing 2 years, but there's signs that it's cooling off.
Yeah, the first sign of trouble came with Fortnite's summer block party event earlier this year in LA. It was held in the Forum. The main attraction was a competition that paired Fortnite pros with celebrities.
Viewership of this year's event peaked at 427,000 viewers on Twitch, which sounds impressive, but that was a 72% drop from the year before.
And while it's still a really popular game, if you look at this year compared to last, the numbers are kind of down, right, Brian?
Yeah, it averaged nearly 150,000 viewers on Twitch in July, but that was a 31% decrease from last year. And then if we look at August, it had more than 108,000 viewers, but that was down more than 44% from 2018. So that might be prompting a lot of this because those are really big drops. It could be settling into a rut of still being a popular game, just not like it used to be, not the phenom it's been over the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, look, even if a meteor's gonna be hurtling toward your little planet, it's gotta cool off at some point, right? Unless it's the big one. Dinosaurs. We've seen this happen with lots of games, from League of Legends, World of Warcraft. Eventually, a genre cools off, and we're left with 1 or 2 survivors, the top dog, if you will.
That could be what we're seeing with Fortnite right now, but for now, they're still making moves to try and draw in new people and make the competitive environment less intimidating.
Yeah, you can think of this as sort of like training wheels for a little gym. It's also potentially good for veteran Fortnite players, too, because you want a steady influx of new players coming into your game if you want it to survive. If you just keep playing the same people over and over, you kind of get into an Overwatch situation where it's just the top 50 constantly playing the top 50 and no one's really going anywhere and you're pushing everyone else away.
If you're playing a competitive multiplayer game, it's a lot less fun with a small pool of players. Just ask the StarCraft 2 community.
I think we have one of them in the room. Hey!
I play it, I like it.
There he is, okay.
It's the same 5 guys playing each other over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, just stumble into like a South Korean cafe, you might find 2 of them. Rest in peace, the old guy.
If Rooster Teeth will pay me to go to South Korea, I totally will do that.
They won't.
Today's episode is sponsored by Audible. Audible members now get more than ever before. Members choose 3 titles every month, 1 audiobook plus 2 Audible originals that you can't hear anywhere else. 2 of my favorites are the Audible versions of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and World War Z. Members also have unlimited access to more than 100 audio-guided fitness and meditation programs. Audible members also can get free access to the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and the Washington Post delivered daily to the Audible app. With the convenient app, members can access Audible anytime at the gym, maybe while you're commuting, you're on the go, any device that you want, and they'll always pick up right where you left off. Audible also offers free and easy audiobook exchanges, credits you can roll over for a year, and a library you can keep forever, even if you cancel, and that's nice. Not everyone lets you do that. Start listening with a 30-day Audible trial, and your first audiobook plus 2 Audible originals are free. Visit audible.com/insidegaming or text Inside Gaming to 500-500.
He looks really close to a previous pet in the game, Bonesy, who was also previously exclusive to the game's Season 6 Battle Pass.
Might be one of my favorite pictures that I've seen on the internet in a long time. Please show the comparison photo.
Hang on, I'm looking at it.